Hey, guys, I'm back. So, I'm gonna actually do what I said that I was gonna do in the other video that I didn't end up doing in that video. Y'all, I get to chatting with y'all, and then I just stop what I was supposed to be actually doing besides the chat. So, this is going to be the official chat and makeup and fixing my hair video. This one right here. It was supposed to be 2 videos ago, but bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. So, this is going to be the official chat with me while I talk about my sexy Saturday stripper tales. Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. But as well as that, I'm also about to be laying down my baby hairs and putting some makeup on so that I can really look topsy turvy, whatever you call it. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but so I can look, really, really good for you guys in this specific video or in these videos because I've done a number of them so far today. I'm on a roll. I really am thankful to the ancestors that I've been able to be on a roll and not feeling like I gotta keep stopping and having issues and stuff like I have in the past because that's so annoying. Y'all, I don't know why I'm using that as a mirror when I have actual mirrors. I don't know why I did that, but anywho, I'm going to get this baby hairs together. So I know I could have did this before I got on camera, but like I said in the other videos, I've been working on seriously getting myself back in the vibe of getting on camera again and like really doing these videos and being on a no BS type vibe and making sure I get them recorded and get them together and have no excuses so that I can really be able to post very soon a nice number of videos. So that's why I am making myself get on camera right now where I really didn't have to do that, but I chose to. Again, guys, and I'm saying again because it's not my first video today, but if you guys can hear my neighbor's music, sorry, it's not my music. um can't do anything about theirs. I just know I needed to get on camera and stop BSing when it came to getting on camera. So okay, so ah I'm having a problem trying to get these baby hairs together. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm so quiet. I'm trying to make sure I get this right and make sure it look good. Because I do not like when my edges be looking like half done or not really the way I really want it to look. It be getting on my nerves, y'all. All right, y'all. So, one of the reasons why I'm not speaking right now is because I have to look at my book to remind me of what I'm going to be talking about today. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm so quiet and I'm not just going off the top of the dome, because got a lot to talk about. When it comes to my stories, I have a ton of them. So, yeah. Okay. All right, yeah. Got that around my head. Now, I'm gonna get this makeup popping. So, I'm irked that my other light already went off, which is corny because I really need that light because I'm about to do my makeup. And I'm not going to lie, I do not feel like this glary behind light, but I don't have anything else to use right now. So this is a little annoying. But y'all, we gonna make it do what it do as best as we possibly can because we not about to let nothing stop us. Like, no, we don't do that. Okay? Not finna let nothing stop us from our progress. That's what we're not doing. So if I look a little crazy in the head area, please forgive me. As y'all can see, I'm getting it together, okay? So, I think I'm gonna do me a yoga dance video today. My last yoga dance video wasn't that long and it was very short. And I was like, kind of frustrated because I had to do it late because like I was having a hard time with my timing even then. So this time, thank God, at least I got the light still, so it's not like completely dark in here like it was last time, and it's not like nighttime, so people got music and stuff on already, so I can play my own music. So this is like perfect vibe and perfect day to go ahead and get my uh, yoga dance videos done. And I have not, and that's why I've been a little upset with myself. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been keeping up on my working out at home, which I've been meaning to. Not gonna lie, guys, I have been meaning to. But I've been going through so much with really trying to get my head together, and things just been going on in the world, and like kind of making the sister a little stressed out. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. So, with all of that happening and being the case right now, and like really kind of frustrating me, I've been going through some things, and I'm finally starting to feel more human again. Because you guys ever notice how when you're going through stuff, especially life circumstances, life issues, life problems, like you ever notice how you going through life problems and you don't feel like yourself a lot of times. Like you feel like somebody different. You don't like I don't know if I'm not really explaining it very well, because sometimes when it gets to be certain things that I'm explaining, I might not explain it as well as I possibly could. But it's just like I don't know, y'all. It's just a vibe. But anywho, what I'm about to do to my face, I don't even know what I'm about to do to my face, child. I just know I want to get my makeup done. I want to look super duper cute. But I don't know what to do to it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm a little tired of my little average look that I usually do, which is typically like a light pink lip or like a red lip, like a deep red lip, some stuff like that. That's like typically what I usually go for. I'm kind of tired of that. Like, I kind of want something different, but I'm just really trying to think to myself, like, what though? What do you want? Like, you, what do you want different? You know, my boyfriend, he told me, he was like, yo, you be getting on my nerves when I be trying to ask you what you want, and you don't know. And I'm like, you don't be knowing either. But he don't know. I be getting on my own nerves sometimes when I don't know what I be wanting at the time. And that's kind of the situation that I'm having right now. I don't really know what I want right now. I just know I don't necessarily want what I usually do. So I'm sorry I keep looking in the daggone camera as though it's a mirror. Um, Bad habit. All right. All right. So that was the primer. If y'all was wondering what it was, the primer. Can y'all see that? Ugh, I can't tell. Anywho, I ain't about to go crazy over that. Now I don't know what I want to do. Let me just do something with my eyebrows first, and then we can figure things out as we go along. Damn. Urgh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I really hate putting this on without the angled brush. But I gotta use the angled brush to like shape it up. And for some reason, I can't find my other angled brush right now. Because I do have more than one. I actually think I got three of them. But y'all, I don't know what be going on with my stuff sometimes. Because I know a lot of people that is not as organized as I am. So I know I'm not like super disorganized or anything. But y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I be making myself feel like I probably am disorganized because I be like, why do I be missing so much stuff? Now, I always end up finding everything that I lose. Like, I always end up finding it. But until I find it, I be mad. I'm like, where my stuff at? Alright, so I made it a little too thick over here. I don't know why I did that. Trying to make it a little thicker. Come on, why do I have all this hairy stuff? I don't even know where it came from. Like, what is this? What is this? Trying to get all in my eye. Like, what is up with that? So, y'all, after I get my brows done, then I'm going to pull my book out and go along the lines of what I have planned, actually specifically planned for this video. Sorry, y'all, I might have to put this like up right here because I can't see. Okay, this one's a lot darker over here. So we need to darken that up. Y'all know one thing that I have noticed? Actually, I was just talking to my girlfriend about it. I might as well share it with y'all too. I've noticed that after a number of years of looking at certain movies, listening to certain music, and like seeing certain shows and stuff, I've noticed that it seems like you hear something different after a certain number of years and after a certain number of times hearing that music. You hear something different. And after having a number of different experiences in life and growing up, like you hear music differently, you see movies differently, like all of that stuff. And I've recently noticed that. Like I kind of knew that already, but I didn't know it to the extent that I've noticed it lately. And I just recently was talking about that to my boyfriend and my best friend because I was like, it's a few songs that now I listen to, and I'm like, that means something so totally different for me now. And I be feeling like before when I used to listen to the same exact song, the same exact music, it did not mean the same thing. So that's when I realized I was like, okay, well, clearly you don't hear stuff the same after a number of years. And to be honest with myself, I feel like you don't feel things the same either. Your feelings change, your vibe changes over the years. You grow and you mature in so many different ways, and it's a lot of things that definitely do change about you. Even how you listen to your music. I mean, I even feel like sometimes some people, this is not everybody, but I even feel like some people their music vibe changes as they get older. Some people. Like some people might go from loving maybe hip hop R&B type of vibes and go from that to like a smooth jazzy type of vibe because they like calm down a lot in their life or whatever. Like sometimes that happens with people where they end up on a different level or different mission in life and stuff change about them. Might even include the music that they listen to on a regular basis. And now I recognize it might be how they listen to the music too. So to me, that's kind of interesting how over time people really do grow and mature if you allow yourself to. I mean, some people don't allow themselves to. So I can't talk about those people because they don't allow themselves to. But for the people who allow themselves to grow and mature in life, happens in a lot of different ways. And I believe in music and art and entertainment, it really shows. All right, also, I'm about to be finished my brows. Oh, Lord, I gotta fix that. I'm about to be finished my brows soon. I know I just said I gotta fix something. Y'all probably like, how is she about to be finished? And she just said she gotta fix something. Listen, child, don't worry about it. I'm about to be finished soon. Just speaking into existence, child. Oh, child. Okay, so let's go back in there with this. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that arch stay right. Having a bit of an issue. Okay, now let's shape up the top part. Where is... Okay, so guys, I'm not really telling y'all what I'm doing because I don't really know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm just kind of like really playing this by ear. Because, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about doing what I usually do, which is kind of simple and plain looking. Yeah, mind you, I respect my usual look, because it's cute and it don't look like a clown. But like I said, I'm a little tired of the same thing. So I'm like really trying to like get like a different look vibe going. So I'm trying to feel my way around here. Now I don't want to do too much. I don't. But I do want to do something like different because I really don't like doing the same stuff over and over again. Okay. I was looking for my new red lipstick, but I don't seem to know where that is right now. So we're going to use this one. Goes cute with the shirt. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing lashes, but to be honest with myself, I don't think I feel like it. I don't know if I feel like fighting with them. Cause like I feel like every time I put lashes on, I be fighting with them things, even the magnetic ones. Cause yes, I do have magnetic lashes, and I still have problems with them. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've only tried to put them on once. That might have something to do with it. That just might. I don't know. It's possible. So I'm gonna play around with some color on my eyes to try to do something a little different, but I don't want to do something too different that make me look like not feeling it. Sorry, y'all. I might be putting this mirror in front of y'all, blocking y'all views. Sorry, but I gotta see it myself, of course. So that's why I have to do that. So I can see what I'm doing. Make sure my face looks good. Alright. Now I need some colors to play around with for my eyes. play with that. Already got it on me a little bit. We ain't gonna get no more on there. We just gonna wipe that off and go to the next one. We ain't about to play with that. Just grab some mouse. I really want to do the cat eye. So I need some shimmer on top of my eyes. Shimmery timbers. Alright, y'all. So I ain't do that much. I'm gonna do a little blush. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use the matte lipstick that I just used for my lips. Feeling the nails, feeling the nails. I've had them on for a while. Such a long while, I can't even tell y'all how long I had them. Yes, they came off a few of them, a few times. Put them right back on. Okay. All right, y'all. So I know I didn't even get started on the story yet. I mean, the stories yet. But I'm trying to make sure my look is together for y'all. Trying not to be out here looking crazy doing these videos. I'm trying to be out here looking good doing them. And this nail right here, y'all, this is a nail that I just took from my old sets because I lost one of my nails. Can't find it for nothing. I hate when that happens. But yeah. So that's why I be so glad that I have like a drawer full of nails, so that when I have that issue like I did where I couldn't find my nail, it's not a big deal. Just get another one that look like it that goes right with this set. Even though, you know, no one knows. I know. Alright, y'all. So there's the look. Might not look perfect, but it's looking. It might not be looking perfect, but it's looking though. It's looking. It's looking. It's indeed looking. Alright. There's the look I was going for. Not the light I was going for, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work as best as we can. Okay. So there we are. Now let me get to the rest of the video because we were supposed to be doing a bunch of other stuff that I didn't even do yet. Like, word? Now I'm sitting here looking for the top to my what's the name right here? Time for this. gonna get to, but where we're originally supposed to get to 2 videos ago, but then it just didn't work out that way. But we finna make it work out now. Okay. So I gotta get comfy, guys. So this is another Sexy Saturday Stripper Tales. This is probably like my third or fourth rendition, roughly. Overall, roughly. So, my first story that I'm going to tell you guys about is this was like really, 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 really early on of me dancing. Like, because, okay. When I originally started dancing, like my very, 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 very first time dancing, I was working at 2 clubs. First, I was working only at 1 club, and then I was working at 2 clubs. So the 1 club that I was working at first, I ended up not being able to work there because I ended up having to move. So since I ended up having to move and I couldn't work there anymore because it was like too far of a distance, like to travel to get to the club, I ended up instead working at 2 other clubs. It's 2 of them. It was 1 club that wasn't like a official literal strip club. It was more of like a bar that had like stripper nights on certain nights. And then I also danced at a regular strip club, which the first regular strip club that I danced at was kind of like a hole in the wall type place, but it was something for the time being until I got something better. But this particular strip club that I was dancing at the time, it wasn't even a hole in the wall or a regular strip club. It was just, like I said, it's like a regular club that had stripper nights some nights. So I had regularly was dancing at the particular club that had stripper nights some nights on those specific nights that the stripper days was on. I think it was like at least like 1, maybe 2 days out of the week or something like that. And I regularly went there because this was like my initial income. So it was like my only way that I was getting money at this time was dancing. So that's why I went there faithfully. So keeping in mind that it wasn't a real strip club, like a regular strip club, it was like really hard to get tipped in there, but I still worked there anyway because, like I said, this was the way that I was able to make some money to pay my bills. So I had to make it work, and I did. And so they had a stripper pole in there. It was like a bar, but it was a stripper pole behind the bar, and you had to like go behind the bar to get up on the pole. And a lot of times, nobody was on that pole. A lot of times, majority of the times, nobody was on that pole. So, like I said, I was literally just starting to dance. So when I literally officially just started to dance, like I was really like practicing a lot because I did not know how to do the pole dancing. Like I knew how to dance like regularly, like if I was to go to the club and dance something like that, but I did not know how to do any pole dancing at that time. Now I do, but at that time I didn't know how to do any. So I was inspired a lot to practice because I was like, okay, practice makes perfect. So I keep practicing, I'm gonna get better with this pole dancing. So a lot of times when I was at that club, because I noticed that that club a lot of times did not even have nobody on the stage anyway. A lot of times when I went there, I would put my money in a jukebox because it was a jukebox that they had you play, that you had to pay for to play the music because they didn't have a DJ in there. So you played the music with the actually sometimes they had a DJ, but it wasn't often. So you put the money in there to play your music, and you know you get up on the stage if you want to get up on stage. If you didn't, you didn't. So like I said, I was used to people not using the stage, and this was another night that I was at the club, and barely nobody was there, and definitely nobody was using the stage, and there was a few other girls there dancing and stuff, but like I said, people barely ever got on the stage. So this was one of the days again, like I usually did. I decided to get up on the stage to practice, and so this day, two females approached me. Now, mind you, I didn't know these females like I knew them, but I did know of them because I had seen them around, from dancing at that place before. So I knew of them, but I didn't know them. I knew they was cool with each other and they was always together, and they was always looking like they was like whispering about me. Like every time they got around me, they just always seemed like they was always whispering about me. But I try to ignore people, especially if I think somebody talking shit about me or something, because it's like you're not saying it to my face, so whatever. So that's really typically the type of attitude that I usually have. So I don't really be caring usually when people want to talk. But that was it. Like that's all I noticed. I noticed the girls was around and they seemed like they always like to talk. Whenever they saw me, they always was whispering. I noticed that. But other than that, like I ain't pay the girls no mind because I'm like I said, like I just did me. And so I went up on stage to practice, up there practicing and everything. And every time I practice, even though I didn't think I was that good yet, now I'm good. But at that time, I didn't think I was that good yet. But every time I would practice, whoever was there, guy or girl, they would always be staring me down. And I'm like, well, I must be doing something right because why y'all staring me down so hard? So I was practicing, but I knew I had attention, all eyes on me. So I was like kind of like performing a little bit too because I'm like, well, people paying attention. So I had put like a number of songs on the jukebox to play. So it was like a certain amount of money I had put in there. And usually, if you put that certain amount of money in there on the jukebox to play, if you decided you wanted to be on the stage for that long, then that's usually what you did. So that's what I was planning on doing. I was planning on staying up there for as long as I had my songs playing. So I actually did get down off of the stage though, because I did know that sometimes they did like to get on stage. So I actually did get down off of the stage a couple of times when I was ready to, and everything was cool. But then it was another time that I had got up, and like I said, I had put more money in there because for a long time nobody was using the stage, everybody was chill. So I decided to put a lot of money in the jukebox and go head up on that stage and practice again. And this time it was a couple of people that was throwing so just a little bit of money. It wasn't a lot. And I had probably danced like 2 songs already, and I was trying to dance for the third one. Like that third one was going to be my last one. And one of the two girls came up on the stage and kind of was like leaning into me, like she was trying to say something to me. And so I leaned back, like I leaned into her, and then she hit me. Child, of course, my reflexes, we start fighting. But I was like thrown off because I was like, dang, like, it ain't even that many people in here. I'm not even getting a lot of money. And you come get on stage and hit me. And then not only did she hit me, she started fighting me and everything. But then her little girlfriend came up there and she started rolling on me. So I had two chicks jumping me on the stage. And I'm kicking their butts too. And I seen from the corner of my eye. I don't even remember the young lady's name, but thank you, little lady, because it was this little lady. She's smaller than me. This I was surprised that she had so much heart. She ran up when they was trying to jump me. She ran up and started beating the crap out of one of them with her shoe. I was like, "Thank you, boo. I appreciate that because I was good looking out because she had to do that." But she started beating the crap out of that girl with her shoe. I was like, I thanked her before I left that day because I was like, I appreciated her for jumping in because she did not have to do that, but she did, and I appreciated it. But yeah, so them girls like, yeah, they jumped me. They didn't get the best of me though. I definitely held my own and defended myself. But I was like, wow, like, and like I said, it wasn't even like it was a whole bunch of money being spent or like nobody was getting rained on. Like it wasn't no rain and thunder showers and none of that. Like it was it wasn't even a lot of money up on that stage for nobody to be tripping like that. And like I said, nobody was even on the stage before I even thought to get on there. So that was just wild to me how they just like it seemed like they already was plotting against me anyway because they was always whispering every time they came around me, and I noticed that. But I, like I said, like I try not to pay no attention to that because I'm like these little girls, like y'all whispering, y'all some little girls. But anywho, I was like, that was crazy. Like, it's crazy how that's how females be. Like, and this was a place that I had regularly frequented. It's not like they ain't never seen me before or nothing like that. They seen me before and everything. And this is part of the reason why I've been like really trying to stay out of the club because like the club is crazy. Them girls in there be crazy. Like, it's crazy. Okay. So it's just like that's one of the major reasons why I've been like really trying to steer clear of the clubs. But you know, sometimes you gotta make some money. The most quickest way that sometimes you can make that money is go to the club. So I mean I don't know. But stories like that is one of the major reasons why I haven't been going to the clubs because I really got sick and tired of stuff like that happening. Okay, so the next story I'm going to tell you guys about is when I used to dance at this white club, and it was a predominantly white club. It was like more like a upscale type situation. Um, but it was in the middle of nowhere though. But I don't even know why they always like to put these strip clubs in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, it was like an upscale. Y'all notice I do this because it wasn't really upscale, but it was kind of upscale. White club. It was in the middle of nowhere, and I had got cool with the owner. One of my days that I was working, I had got real cool with the owner. Like I was literally sitting there, chilling out, like going doing my rounds, dancing with some customers and stuff like that. But just like chilling out in between, just chilling at the bar. And this guy had walked over to me, and he started talking to me. And I talked back, I'm not rude or nothing. So I talked back to him and everything. And he ended up matter of factly mentioning that he was the owner of the club. And I was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's cool. He was like, so any drinks you want, order what you want. I got you. And then he told the barmaid to come over and basically told the barmaid any drink that I wanted, anything that I wanted, give it to me, whatever. Basically, that's what he was doing. So, I mean, I didn't look at it as nothing bad or nothing, wrong with that. Actually, I was looking at it as a good thing because it was like kind of helping me pass the time because I had kind of already made my money that day anyway, because he wasn't really spending money, even though he was spending money on the bar. He wasn't really spending money on me. So only reason why I was sitting there even talking to him was because, like I said, I had already typically made my money. So like I already knew like he ain't spending nothing, but I ain't really caring about going around doing any more rounds to make any more money right now because I'm about to leave anyway. So I just was trying to just bust it up until it was time to go. So that's exactly what we did. We just sat there and talked and chatted. He had his right hand man, but that's what he called him, his right hand man, with him, and we was chatting for a long time. So it got to be almost time to leave, but it wasn't time to leave yet. It was almost. And usually, what I would do is when it got close to being time to leave, like about an hour, hour and a half left, I would always arrange my ride so that by the time the club officially closed, my ride already be there. I'll be out. That's usually how I would do it. So that's what I was trying to do that particular day. I had was about to excuse myself, and the owner was like, "Hey, where you going? We still having some fun, right? You're not having fun." And so I was like, "Yeah, I'm having fun, but I was like, but I gotta get out of here in an hour or two because it's about to close." And I was like, and I gotta make sure I got a ride. So I was like, I'm about to go upstairs. So he grabbed my arm. He's like, "No, no, no, have a seat. Don't worry about it." I was like, "What you mean? Don't worry about it? I gotta worry about it. I gotta get home." And so he was like, "Oh no, no, no." I was saying, "Don't worry about it," because he was like, "My friend will drive you home. My right hand man right there. He'll drive you home." He's like, "Where you live at?" And so I gave him the idea of the area where I lived at, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. He'll drive you home." And so I didn't have no reason not to believe him since he was like really trying to sit me down. So I believed him. Wrong move. Didn't know it at the time though. So I sat back down, chill with him, talk to him a little bit more, da 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 blah blah blah. And then it got to the time where I was like, all right, it's time for me to go get dressed. And so I talked to the guy that he said that can drive me. I turned to him and I talked to him and I was like, yo, so you most definitely can take me home, right? And he was like, yeah, 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 no problem. I was like, all right, I'm about to go get dressed right now. So by the time I get down here, you'll be ready, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm already ready. He was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I got up. I went upstairs to the lockers, got myself dressed, got myself together, whatever. And then I came, got all my stuff together. Then I came back downstairs. I came back downstairs. Almost everybody was gone. Almost like it was only maybe like 3 people in there, and I think all 3 of them people, besides me, was working there, and like working there, like working for the club, not dancers. So I was confused because the guy that I was supposed to be getting the ride from, I didn't see, he wasn't nowhere to be found. So I asked a couple of people that was sitting there. I was like, "Yo, where the dude go at that he was sitting right here?" They said he was the owner's right hand man. Where'd he go? And they was like, "Oh, he left." I was like, "What? What do you mean left?" I was like, "How he leaving? He the one that told me that he was gonna take me home." He was like, "Oh, I don't know why he told you that. He definitely left." And I was like, "All right, where the owner at then?" Because I was talking to the owner all night, and he the one that told me that he could give me a ride. So they was like, "Oh, the owner about to leave right now." I went outside to try to catch up with the owner, and the owner straight up got in his truck real fast and left, pulled off. So I was like, "Really?" So that's what y'all doing. So y'all gonna sit there, y'all gonna get me drunk, cause I was drunk. I was drunk. Y'all gonna get me drunk and then leave me hanging outside with no ride in the middle of nowhere? So, like I said with the first story that I told y'all before this, these is the experiences that did make me feel more obligated to create my own businesses and my own stream of income in that way and in that manner, as opposed to doing all of this dancing stuff, because I was like, this is so dangerous. And what makes it so dangerous is that the people that you working with don't even care about you. Like they really set me up with that bull crap. Thank God. Thank God I had a friend that wasn't even from Philly. Like he had to drive like a long way to come get me. But thank God he was there for me. He looked out and he came and got me. He lived all the way in Delaware. He had to come all the way from Delaware to, it was like one of the outskirts of Philadelphia. It wasn't in Philly where I was dancing at. It was like an outskirts. It was like in whatever. Anyway, so like I was like, it was so drawling and wrong for them to do that. I never went back to that place to dance again. Now, I'm not gonna say I will never go back because I did make a nice amount of money in that club because they really liked me. So that's why I didn't understand why dude did that, because I was like, y'all motherfuckers was acting like y'all really liked me in here. Excuse my mouth. I'm like, y'all was really acting like y'all really liked me in here, and then y'all gonna turn around and do that? Nutty. But the reason why I say I'm not gonna act like I never go back again is because, like I said, if I did decide to go back there again, I just would make sure that I always have a ride and I always have access to rides and backup rides and stuff like that. So that I'd never have to have another actual situation like that ever again. Now, I don't know if the same owners still own that place. So if I was to ever go back there, if the same people there, but if they are still there, I'm never allowing them to motherfucking buy me no drinks. I'm not talking to them no more. I'll chat a little bit. Only time I'm going to talk to them is if they paying me a lot of money. Other than that, I'm not, none of that. Nope. And the only reason why I'm going to talk to them if they're paying me a lot of money is because I'm going to leave their behinds when they least expect me to leave. Leave the conversation and take my money and be out. Other than that, I am not falling for that foolishness no more. I was like, that was so corny for them to do that, because I'm like, anything could have happened to me. I literally had to wait outside because they wouldn't let me wait inside the building because they was closing the building down. I was like, that was so corny for them to do that to me. But I was like, at the end of the day, it helped me to learn. Like, see, that's why you get backup, and then you get backup for your backup. Just in case, because people like to play with you. And I don't know why people like to play, but since people like to play and everything, I'm like, okay, let me just act accordingly and not allow you to play with me. So that's what I learned from that situation. Thank God I was able to wait for that emergency ride. Y'all, I had to go all the way across the street to the daggone 7-Eleven to daggone charge my phone because I didn't have no charger. No, I had a charger, but I didn't charge my phone, so I had to charge it. So I had to go across the street to charge it so that I could even be able to call my friend and tell my friend that I needed a ride. Like, it was real corny, y'all. I'm sorry y'all had to get up because I have a few more videos to do, and I need more light in here because I'm losing the sunlight. And yeah, I need more light in here. Come on and work for me, baby. So y'all, with those issues and situations that I was going through and stuff, y'all understand those is the reasons why I was like, oh, this dancing stuff is very risque. Dangerous. But anywho. Um the next story is about this guy that I met in a strip club. And this guy was very weird. He liked to fight. So basically, he would pick a girl out of the club. Typically, it would be a girl like me, somebody that looked muscular, or somebody that looked like they can handle their own or whatever. And he would tell us, like, he would take us to the private dance room, and he would tell us, listen, beat me up. Pause. What? A lot of y'all not. I remember this crap like it was yesterday because it was so wild to me. So I had been dancing at this club for a while. It was a predominantly black club, but it was kind of like mixed race because it was some white guys that went in there too. And my client at that time, who I'm talking about right now, was a white guy, and he was known in the club to be the fight guy. They called him the fight guy. So he's the guy that liked to fight. Like literally, fighting made him horny. Like that's what he said. That's what a lot of the girls said, and that's what he said. So yeah, I was dancing one night at this club, and he came over to me. He was like, "I want to dance in a private room." I was like, "Okay." We go in a private room, and he was like, "You ever heard about me?" I was like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "I know y'all girls, y'all dancers be talking." And I was like, "Yeah, we talk sometimes. What you mean?" He was like, "You never heard of a guy that like to dance? I mean, that like to get dances, but he don't never actually get dances. He like to get beat up." And I think I told him, yeah, I kind of did hear about it, but I didn't hear too many details because that really was it. Like, I kind of like overheard about him, but I never really asked any details or really got too deep into it because I don't know, I didn't care too much, I guess. So I kind of like told him that, and he was like, all right, well, that's who I am. He was like, so, ooh, he's looking at my muscles. He was like, ooh, look at the muscles. And I was like, okay. And he was like, no, I mean, I like your muscles because that mean that you can give me some fight back, like you. And I was like, whoa, pause. One thing we not about to do. You are not going to be beating me the fuck up. If I feel like I'm in danger, I'm getting the hell up out of here, and I'm done. And I got my money first, y'all. I was not playing with that dude. I was like, first of all, you're gonna pay me first. He was like, you right, you got it. I was like, yeah, that's number one. And I was like, on top of that, if this dance end up over because you act crazy, you not getting no money back. And he was like, I understand. You beautiful. I love you. I was like, yeah, all right, you got the rules, right? He was like, yeah, I got the rules. I got the rules. Now beat me up. I was like, yo. So we start tussling and tussling and tussling. I'm hitting him. He's like, hit me harder, hit me harder. You hit me like you scared. I'm like, cuz, sir, I don't want you to hit me back. And I don't want no reflexes and nothing like that. He was like, listen, I would never hurt you. He's like, you so beautiful. Like, no, I would never do that to you. He was like, then on top of that, I'm in this club with all these big guys. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I was like, all right. So we tussled for a while until I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. He was like, yeah, I see it all over your face. It's okay. He was like, thank you. And I guess he liked it because he ended up asking me again to do another dance with him another time. But it was just so weird because it's like, dang, like, yo, dealing with that industry, you definitely meet a lot of very interesting people that's like, whoa. I wasn't expecting that. And like I said, I was new to the dance world. So it's just like, huh? People like that? Like, yo, some of the stuff that I've come to find out that people like, I'm like, make me blush a little bit. Like, wow, okay. So yeah. Anyway, so to stay on subject, um, so when he got too rough and it really got too uncomfortable, and I wasn't trying to let this guy beat me up, and I wasn't trying to get too serious with him because I didn't know him. So I was like, I'm leaving. I took my money, I was out, and he understood. And yeah, I danced with him like two different times after that. So obviously, he wasn't too turned off or frustrated about me, not going all the way through the entire amount of songs because he still kept getting dances with me. I danced with him a total at least 3 times. So, next story. Oh, yeah, this was interesting too. The man who got off from his privates being beat up and pinched and smacked. It was very awkward, but paid well. Okay, so let me talk about it. Okay, so this was another white guy. And the only reason why I talk about their color is because sometimes I get black guys that like weird stuff too. Okay, sometimes I get Hispanic guys that like weird stuff. It's different guys that like different stuff. So this is older. He's a lot older white guy. Met him at this club, and he's like, I don't know if you gonna like me. And I was like, what do you mean? Of course I'm gonna like you. You look like a sweetheart. Of course, like trying to butter him up or whatever. And he was like, oh, you're so sweet. He was like, no, but I said that because he was like, I like something that's like a little different, and I don't know if you're gonna feel like it's too weird. He's like, because most girls, they tell me it's too weird for them. And I was like, well, try me out. And he told me, he was like, yeah, I like my balls pinched and beat up and hit. And I was like, what? It threw me off for a second, y'all, because I was like, huh? Are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I'm serious. That's what I like. That's what I want. He's like, I'm gonna pay you. He's like, I'm gonna pay you real good. I'm gonna pay you real good. And he started taking the money out. He started counting it. I was like, okay. So, did I do it? Yes, I did. And I got paid well for it. So, long story short, you know, he was one of the crew of guys that was very awkward to deal with. But one thing that I recognize with the guys that's awkward to deal with is that they don't mind paying you very well. Like, I forget how much he paid me. I'm not even about to lie. I don't remember, but I know he paid me well. Because when he was counting the money, it was a lot more than most guys be pulling out. And so that's why I was cool. But other than that, and it's not like he wanted anything else other than that. So that's another reason why I was like, all right, you paying me good and you don't want nothing serious. So, you know. Anywho, my all time faves though were the guys that just love to talk to me. And they always tip more because they just kept putting money on you as long as you still talking. So I had some of my favorites in the club, right? Some of my favorite clients that like really was like the easiest people to work with and stuff like that. Now the harder ones was the ones that I've already mentioned, like the guy that wanted weird stuff done to his private areas, and the other guy that wanted to get beat up. Like they was the weird ones. They was kind of hard because it made me feel awkward, even though it paid well, and I did appreciate that, especially for days that I was struggling on, because some days I did struggle in the club. So the days that I struggled on, man, those weird guys were like a blessing in disguise, because it was like, okay, this is how I'm gonna be able to make my money tonight. Shoot, because I'm not about to do nothing else. So, who I liked, who really was my phase though, and that didn't make me feel awkward, was the guys that love to talk to me. And they literally, like, literally, I had a number of them. Like, I would sit there and still try to dance and move around and stuff, and they literally would, like, take my arm and just be like, sit down, just sit down. And literally, I'm like, well, I want to make sure that you tip me because I'm here to work. I'm not here to talk for free and da 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 da. And then they'd be like, oh, don't worry about it. Give me a 20. And I'd be like, but if I keep talking, I'm gonna need more than that. And he like, all right, every time you talk, I'm gonna keep giving you money. And I'm like, all right. And literally, y'all, those was the sweetest clients, the sweetest ones. Like I had no problems with them. They were the most awesome ones because we came to the agreement that they would still keep tipping me as long as I stayed there and kept talking. And a lot of times, that's how I made my money. Talk to one, maybe two clients all night. Now, sometimes it would be kind of hard to talk to clients because some people act like they don't know how to talk. Some people was very boring. Okay. Now, let me tell you, I've had a lot of clients, and especially in the strip club, that they used to tell me like, yo, you are really decent, and I used to be like, why you say that? And they'd be like, because like I can actually talk to you. Like I'm not used to being able to talk to females in the strip club. Like, yeah, y'all beautiful eye candy. He like, but a lot of y'all, he like, I'm saying y'all, but I don't mean you. He's like, but a lot of y'all beautiful, but can't talk to you. Can't have a decent conversation. But he said, but you, I like you. He's like, cause I can actually talk to you. I can actually have a decent conversation. You sound like you got a good head on your shoulders. Like you got a brain. Like you know. And I was like, oh well, thank you. You know. And I've really appreciated the compliment because it's like sometimes people don't appreciate certain things. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, that I could definitely say was some of my favorite clients. The ones that just wanted to sit you down, talk to you, and have a vibe on that type tip where they wasn't trying to have you working all super duper hard. My mouth might have got a little dry from talking so much, but other than that, like that was the most that I had to do, and I was like, yay! So last but not least, I was gonna try to do some more, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna cut it short. So last but not least, I'm gonna talk about the time when I was dancing with this guy, and he pulled out his he pulled out his Johnson on me. Pissed me off so bad. I was so mad. I went off on him. I made a scene. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I made a scene. I made a scene until he agreed to tip me extra $150 for doing that. Yes, I made him tip me an extra $150 because I'm like, what? No, I did not agree to you doing that. Like, no, ew, no, stop. What is you doing? Like, I was mad. I got loud. he he was so embarrassed. He was black, but I could still see that he was turning red. He was so embarrassed when I was sitting there getting loud because I was like, I did not tell you to pull you. He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry, my butt. You better be tipping me extra, extra. He was like, I got you. I got you. I'm like, where is it? Yo, I could not deal. I was like over that night. I was so done with him. I'm like, no, this was not a part of the agreement, sir. What are you doing? So, y'all, that's my sexy Saturday stripper tales for the day. I'm glad that I finally got on here to be able to tell it to y'all because it took like forever for me to finally get it together to get on camera to like get it out. Y'all like the makeup? Looks good, right? My hair look all swooped inside. And then check out the nails, y'all. Check it out. Fab Essence Press on nails. Get you some. Get you some. What you waiting for, girl? What you waiting for? What are you waiting for? They're awesome. Okay? And they last for a long time as long as you keep up with them. If you don't keep up with them, can't do nothing about that. But if you keep up with them, child, they last. They last for a nice little minute. I done had them pop off, pop them right back on. Just had my big toe press on come off, but even got them on my feet. See? Fab Essence press on nails. So yeah, just like any other press on nail, they might pop off or whatever, but you pop it right back on, boom. No big deal. All right, guys. So if you like this content or you like other content like this, make sure you press the like, comment, put your nice little 2 cents in. Be nice. You can share if you dare and subscribe. Become a part of the Truth Tribe. Cause why? Cause when you vibe with the truth, you vibing with Ruth. Like let's just put it there like that. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later in the next video. Peace out.